Hey, what you working on?
We have had so much fun on 2K24, and the fun will continue all summer long. Make sure to look out for us out there on the court.
Yes, and thanks to all of you for being a part of the 2K TV community and making this season the best yet. Let's do it again. We'll see you in 2K25. 2K TV Season 11 will go live at launch, and we've already got great things in the works for you.
Oh, yeah. We've been talking to some of the devs and are really excited to tell you all about 2K.
Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA action on. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Later out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Murray. Then it's Chandler. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And for New York, they've got Jordan. Also Barrett out. There, and it's Ware in at the center position. This should be a fun one, Greg. Two teams that are among the most athletic in the NBA.
And I don't know if it'll be a track meet, but it will be an up-tempo game. And that's the only way these teams know how to play.
And it's George missing. Booker against George. The waiter misses. Here's Temple, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Barrett the pass to Ware. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Thompson in the corner. Goes up with it again. And he sinks the layup.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And here's Barrett. Last time out he had 14 points. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's a quick foul for him there. It looks like the refs are going to call this one pretty close.
Here's the waiter, defended by George. Here's Thompson, right wing. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Forced them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
Here's Temple, defended by Booker. Temple gets the bucket.
Well, you like how aggressive he is, making a play at the rim against Wynn.
And let's forget the height disadvantage. He brings the effort, and he brings the energy.
2 emphatic points. Devin Booker.
Outside, George. New York again turning it over. A moment now to check out some numbers for R.J. Barrett. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. The waiter passes to Thompson. A step back shot here. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Where good.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Because he's someone that you lean on at the offensive end. Establish him early.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of this. Chandler hits them both. Like you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd ever be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Here's the waiter. His last outing, he had 18 points. Passes it to Booker. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
They embrace the challenge as well. They hit big shot after big shot to keep the other team at bay. Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Knicks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Pistons trail by 3. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, finds himself wide open and drills it.
This is what he does. Booker, an aggressive scorer who doesn't take any possessions off.
Here's Temple. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. And it's blocked. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points. The Pistons, number 1. Number 5, the Knicks.
And how many times have we seen these two clubs force turnovers and then convert at the other end? They really share a lot of similarity.
Here's Chandler. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
The waiter passes to Murray. Here's the 3. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And Barrett has got the ball here for New York. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Barrett's got 6.
And you like the toughness there. Barrett being more comfortable having to deal with an aggressive defense.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Barrett following the bucket by the Pistons. And George gets it to go.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
Here's the waiter. Nothing on the board. Back to Murray. The waiter passes to Cortez. 5 on the clock. Great D that time from Jordan.
Great defensive effort. Just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
22-17.
Here's the waiter. They know he's going to give him a lift with his scoring. He's averaging 16 points a game. Here's Chandler. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why? Lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Booker with no one around. Another three for Detroit.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
New York has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. George, no good. Pistons shooting 47% from the field to start things off. Here's the waiter, defended by George. And Ware pulls it down. The Knicks have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Some nice passing by New York here. The jump hook. Jordan can't get it to go. So it's Detroit now. The waiter passes to Murray. The dish now to Chandler. Here's the waiter. Here's Cortez. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Knicks shooting it from their comfort zone so far in this one, 57% from the field. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. And the Pistons making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. The pass to Grind. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
And the Pistons.
Substitution on the court.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Barrett against Mitchell. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
You look at Jordan. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
We've got George. Jordan is out there with McDaniels. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Ware in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. McDaniels. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. And the Knicks lead by 2.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. New York's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
45-43.
Here's the waiter. Barrett covering. Here's Murray. Again, the Pistons good for 2.
That's from number 17.
New York's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And George, here we go. Jordan trying to free himself up. They get the rebound. George, no good.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Now here's Thompson. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Orlando. The waiter missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Right, this Keontae George is explosive.
And when he goes in the paint, He is like a wrecking ball. Very physical driver for a guard. And can be streaky, but boy, when he heats up, watch out.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, the waiter in the last matchup against Orlando was tremendous. He added 18 points, and ultimately, he posted a triple-double. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, that's what it means to be unselfish, putting the team's interests first. As you say, he just wants to come away with the W.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Mitchell. Misses off the left iron. New York leading by 5 to the inside. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 7 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
Mitchell passes to the waiter. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
High percentage look. This is what your offense is designed to do.
George looking over the floor. Here's Barrett. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Thompson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And so George will bring it up for the New York Knicks, leading by 5. To the paint, here's Ware. They get it back. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. He has 6.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And for player Steve, being traded is always a possibility. Deep down, how challenging is it hearing your name in the rumor mill?
Kevin, it's very challenging, especially when you're happy where you are and your family is happy. No question, it's one of the few downsides of being an NBA player, being traded.
Now here's Murray. 10 points for him. The waiter's shot is good.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Barrett with the ball. Outside for Jordan. For the 3. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 8th rebound here tonight. On the wing, Mitchell.
And a moment here to look at the numbers for Barrett. Averaging 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
It's not the monster game that we see from him occasionally, but it's still incredibly impressive.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Ware passes to McDaniels. And Thompson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Barrett for 3. Sinks the triple. Barrett's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Knicks.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 at almost 60% for the game.
Here's the waiter. Barrett covering. And it's blocked by Jordan. George against Mitchell. Outside Jordan. From deep. Detroit with the rebound. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebound or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, you have to crash the glass on both sides of the floor, and they didn't get the job done in terms of creating second chance opportunities.
And so here is New York following the bucket by the Pistons. Outside, George. Shot clock at 6. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Both teams change it. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. as we reach halftime.
The Knicks, 64. The Pistons, 63. Fans, a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kings.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers, a very high percentage of those in the first half.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. They've got Chandler, Devin Booker out there with the waiter. Then there's Murray, and it's Thompson in at the small forward. The waiter passes to Thompson. Murray surveying the D. Pass to the waiter for the lead. Sinks the three-pointer. The waiter's got the first bucket of the third here for Detroit.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those two elements all the time.
Temple to pass to Ware. Over Chandler. Ware, good. Ware's got 8 points.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
66.
Dishes it to Booker. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Keontae George picks one up. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots at the game right here.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Now, here's Barrett. And there's the foul. It's on the way. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
George finds Barrett.
Detroit foul. Murray. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Jordan. Tries again. Rejected by Murray. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Thompson in the corner. Out to the right wing. Wide open look. The waiter's shot is good. The waiter's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pistons.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Barrett with the ball. Now guarded by Murray. Barrett, no good.
Once he gets the ball there, you expect him to capitalize. That was a missed opportunity.
The waiter passes to Chandler. That one goes in. And now a 6-point Detroit lead.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
George dishes to Barrett. Kicks to Temple. Launches it. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Thompson. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Temple outside for Jordan. Looking to end the run. Chandler with the rebound.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
The waiter passes to Chandler. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Knicks trail by 8. Outside, George. Pass to Temple. There's the triple. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got his 5th assist in this one. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
Pistons leading by 5.
Let's hear it, fans. Another big cheer for your Knicks.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Thompson passes to the waiter. 6 to shoot from 20 feet out. And that one hits back iron.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Barrett kicks to Jordan. Inside. 6 feet out. Chandler's shot. Good. Chandler's got 4 points in the quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
George against Booker. Detroit with the rebound. Chandler's here are the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run. The Waiter passes to Booker. Here's the Waiter, defended by George. This is it to Murray. Shoots over Jordan. Out to Thompson from outside the arc. Nice D from Barrett. And Barrett has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Outside, George. Kicks it out to Jordan. Barrett, wide open, he fires. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. 15 points for R.J. Barrett. Down low, Thompson. He can't get that one to fall. Nice D from Barrett. To the wing right side. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barrett.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
Pistons leading by 4. The Waiter passes to Booker. Here's the Waiter. Back to Booker. Offensive rebound. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll head back home to host the Washington Wizards.
And that game against Milwaukee, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Yep, it goes. And the Piston lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Jordan.
77-74.
The Waiter passes to Booker. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
And there's the foul. It's on the Waiter. There's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Davion Mitchell's checked in for the Pistons. Here's George. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Mitchell. Chandler trying to free himself up. The pass to Ware. Left side, Jordan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
17.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
14 foul.
And guys, what do you think about the
Substitution on the court.
So it's the Knicks now. They've only given up 5 points here in the 4th quarter. And George kicks to Jordan. New York moving the ball around. Here's Lee. Outside for George. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Not in rhythm. He had the 2 triples in the first half. None so far in the second.
George is out there with R.J. Barrett. Then it's Jordan. And it's Lee in at center. That's the 5 for New York right now. Good work there as it goes. Barrett's got 20.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of ways, and he brings the effort on every possession.
The Waiter passes to Murray. Here's the Waiter for 3. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
George with the bounce pass. Lee against Chandler. Lee kicks to George. And good that time.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
It's the 4th quarter and it's a close game. You want to get the ball to someone you can rely on.
Now here's Thompson. Excellent D there from George.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
For for three. Barrett. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Having a monster night from beyond the arc. He had 2 bombs in the first half. Now 3 more since.
Here's Chandler. The shot that time, not on target. Good D by Lee. New York has gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Pass to Jordan. Outside, George. Just 5 on the clock.
Detroit foul.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
They've been lights out from three-point land in this one. The defense hasn't been effective at stopping them, so they have just stuck with the game plan.
And also, they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
And New York making a change here. Temple's checked in. Thompson for the triple. They get it back. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Chandler.
Huge play on the offensive glass there to get more second chance points. He's only getting more physical as this game wears on.
You know what? That was perfect timing on that possession. Huge play in the game. They needed those points right now.
Here's Jordan following the bucket by the Pistons. Astamane fires the 3. Rebounded by the waiter. The Pistons shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Murray outside. Passes it to the waiter. Here's Thompson. Got a piece of it.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end.
George passes to Manet. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And the Knicks lead by 3.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now, here's Mitchell. Here's the waiter. Rebounded by Temple. Temple's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Jordan. And again, it's New York.
A lost art in this game. Terrific bounce pass.
Here's the waiter.
107-102.
On the wing, Mitchell. The Knicks pull it in.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And that one, good.
That's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And Kevin, they've been committing a lot of turnovers here. Taking care of the basketball is the #1 priority right now in that huddle. They've got to tighten it up.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
And New York making a change. Ware's checked in. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Alder. David?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. Now it's a close one, so Coach asked his team to keep their focus. He said this game's going to come down to mistakes. If we play clean, we'll win. Great game tonight. Let's see how it winds up. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Temple can't get it to go.
Trying to shoot himself out of his slump, and it's not going well.
Thompson misses.
Hard to catch up when you can't hit shots. This is a quarter he liked to forget.
Now Barrett. Back to George. A 3. Second chance effort. Here's Jordan. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's Pistons trail by 3. Here's the waiter. Deep 2 from Murray. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
First free throw is good.
Murray at the line. 2 shots.
And so Murray nails both of them. And Barrett has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. And Chandler sends it back. Here's the waiter. Murray outside to take the lead. It's rebounded by New York. George has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Temple, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
Yeah, they're going to have to find a way to run him off his spots out there. He is rolling.
Daniels, he's checked in for New York. Pistons trail by 3. The waiter passes to Murray. Here's the waiter. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. The Pistons working the ball around now. There's the dish to Thompson. Clock at 6. Shoots over McDaniel. The waiter passes to Murray. Can't tie it up as that one misses. New York leading by 3. Here's Temple inside. Here's Ware. Rejected by Murray. A minute 50 left in the 4th. The waiter passes to Murray. Here's the waiter. Back to Murray. The pass to the waiter to tie it up. The Knicks pull it in. Temple's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
And the Pistons with possession here. Following the score by New York. Pass to the waiter. Thompson with it. Working on McDaniels. The waiter misses.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Oh, just a soft touch on both ends of that.
I got to say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Here's the waiter. The Knicks making the shot. Murray, the pass to the waiter.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Davion Mitchell.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the 4th. The waiter, and Ware pulls it down. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Back to George. Pass to Jordan. Just 5 to shoot. A fadeaway. Chandler with the rebound.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
And you know, disappointment starts to set in a little bit. You fought all night, just wasn't meant to be.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. 4th team foul.
So the first one. And so it's the Knicks with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most.
We appreciate
doing what had to be
cheering
done.
on your
Welcome to the 2K TV Season 10 finale. I cannot believe it. 10 seasons. We're already at the finale. It feels like just yesterday where we were like, welcome to Season 10. It's been 10 years
The
of 2K
game's out.
TV.
Check out all this cool 2K24 stuff. Now we're here at the finale. And you know, some of my favorite moments, Alexis, have been the amazing guests we've had on the show, such as Jeff Hamilton. Somebody told me Kobe signed one of these.
This one is signed by Kobe.
Wow, that's really amazing. He lent me the Kobe jacket that he wore when he won the championship, something I'll never forget. What was your favorite moment?
My favorite, going to France, talking to Toto's gang. He was awesome, and it was so cool to see 2K fans from all across the world.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. And for the Pistons, they've got Thompson, and it's Booker in at the 2 spot. And in this young season, Richard, we're already seeing the evolution of some trends from last year.
Yeah, for one thing, the emphasis is on length. If you're small for your position now, you have to be so highly skilled. And even then, if you're a defensive liability, it's going to be a problem with all the switching that goes on.
That free throw's good from Thompson.
At the line for 2, Thompson.
And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Martinez. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And the power rankings look more concrete every day. Plenty of games behind us here in December. You take a look at the Nets. They're a rising team, climbing to 5th on the board.
Well, right now for the Pistons, they're still finding their identity early on, trying to answer some questions, but overall, playing some solid basketball.
The shot by Tyson, no good. Bridges against Thompson. Bridges passes to Martinez. Okongwu with it. Here's Ferguson. 5 to shoot. Pass to Martinez. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Detroit. The waiter. Pass to Booker. That one doesn't drop. Good D by Okongwu. Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Pistons getting their last shot to go. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Tyson. They look to him to score consistently, averaging around 13.5 a game. Blocked!
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
The defense got crossed up, and Bridges takes advantage with that pass.
The Pistons have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. And he is just so fierce. But he also helps you generate offense, hitting threes and extending the defense to create room to operate.
Here's the waiter. An aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. Tyson with the bucket.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Okongwu. Here's Ferguson. Here's Martinez. Booker defending. Again, the net score.
Guy's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Here's the waiter. The 3 is up. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Great decision making from Booker. Realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Pass to Ferguson. Takes a 3. Sinks the tray. He has 7.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Tyson. Out to the right wing. Here's the waiter. Off target with the 3.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it. Let's look back on this past month and see the teams who were lights out from three-point range. The Pistons second.
Well, a hot streak like this breeds confidence, a virtuous cycle. You see shots going down, you take that next one with extreme confidence.
It's Booker on the wing. The waiter, pass to Thompson. Here's the waiter. Booker with it. Fades back. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Second personal foul.
And one thing that makes Devin Booker so dangerous as a scorer, his ability to create for others, Richard.
Yeah, you have to respect his passing, which prevents the defense from loading up against him. In fact, coming into the league, some scouts liked him as a point guard.
Brunson is checked in for Brooklyn. Pass to Bridges. To the inside. Here's Martinez. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Martinez has gotten his second bucket.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
The waiter pass to Booker. Brooklyn with the board. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
And you'd have to think that luck played a part in that one. I mean, the opponent had an off night at the defensive end for sure.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
That gives them the lead.
You know, one of Brunson's many skills is his ability to absorb contact.
To the paint. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though. Martinez passes to Okongwu. Here's Martinez.
Pistons foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Ferguson. 14 points for him last game against Atlanta.
And also impressive, his work on the glass. He was tenacious and relentless.
Here's the waiter. The Nets making their last shot. Got it.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Tipped away. Booker surveying the D. The waiter. Soft touch off the glass. The waiter's got 7 points in the game. For Brooklyn, they've got 7 of 8 in the basket. Here's Brunson outside. The waiter with a rebound. The Pistons have gone 6 of 11 so far. Thompson outside. Pass to the waiter. Here's Tyson. Off target from three-point range.
His consistency just... hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Ferguson, no good.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Here's Tyson. Here's the waiter. Brunson defending. And they're pushing it up.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Here's Tyson. The three. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
You don't want one.
Here's Brunson. 17 points in his last outing. To halt the run. Ferguson. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And that one's good. Man. And the Pistons lead by 5.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Now here's Kuzma. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. For Detroit, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. And the Nets with possession here. Last time they met in Brooklyn.
I really think that L has to fall on their defense, or a lack thereof. Just not enough focus at that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Here's the waiter. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And his court vision was sensational as well. He was making all the right decisions.
Pass to Ferguson. Here's Page. In his last outing, 8 points for him. Clock at 6. And here is Kuzma. From outside the arc. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Murray passes to the waiter. Here's Jeffries. Brunson defending the waiter. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Here's Page. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Outside Murray. Beyond the arc. Rebound Brooklyn. Brunson up top. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
Inside Brunson is pretty deadly. Just dropping his shot in.
And it's Murray with the ball for Detroit. It's a three-point game. Puts it up from 12. And the shot's off. 1 for 2 in this one. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Ferguson gets the bucket.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the...
Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Down low. Rejected by Okongwu. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okongwu. Pass to the waiter. Thompson outside. Here's the waiter. Goes back up. And Thompson puts it in. Thompson's got 10 points in the game.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
So on the floor for Brooklyn. Pass to Okongwu. 6 to shoot. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And they get it back. The waiter with a rebound. The waiter's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, the waiter in the last matchup against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He ended with 15 points, and his assist numbers were unreal, making his teammates very happy. He seemed to be everywhere out there, doing whatever he could to help his team. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Inside. The waiter, the pass to Thompson. The 3-ball. Rebounded by the Nets. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. That'll be the second of 2 games on the road.
Number 17, first personal foul. First team foul.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Martinez. Hits a 3-pointer. He has 7.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Thompson. And it's Page with a rebound.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
The rebound by Chandler. For Detroit, they've gotten 4 of their first 9 shots to go here in the second. Pass to Tyson. Now Thompson. Here's the waiter. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from deep. The shot by Tyson, no good.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a play, and he does it without fouling.
Stolen by Booker. 14 feet away, and he nails the jumper. Booker's got 6. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Pistons.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, I haven't seen a lot of resistance from the defense when it comes to limiting their points in transition.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. All NBA players play with come.
Substitution on the court.
A minute 6 left in the second. Left side Brunson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And now we go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams with the most blocks per game over the last month. The Pistons, number 1. The Nets, 3rd.
And lately, both of these squads have been dominant defenders in the paint, piling up some jaw-dropping shot-blocking stats.
Both free throws, good from Brunson.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the half. The drive by Murray. Here's the waiter. Three-pointer off the mark.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Ferguson. Here's Martinez. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Jeffries. The Pistons leading. Here's the waiter. He has 7. Here's Mann. Brunson defending. Mann, the pass to the waiter. Back to Mann. Over Brunson. And that one's good. Mann. And the Pistons lead by 4.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just...
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first.
The Nets, 58. Dance, your Pistons dance team.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. The Nets shooting around 53%, a nice number. They've got Devin Booker, and it's the waiter in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Martinez, the putback, controls the rebound and the putback. Ferguson's got 10 points in the game.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here's Booker. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Brooklyn trailing. Here's Martinez. Yes! And the foul! And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
Detroit with the ball. To the middle. Here's Tyson. Blocked! They recover it, and they'll get another chance. Pass to the waiter. Tries yet again. Tyson with the bucket. 7 points in the game.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Martinez. Booker defending. Here's Ferguson. Now here's Okongwu. To the paint. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
The waiter, pass to Booker. Thompson outside. Count it, and 1. He'll have a chance in the three-point play. That's on Mikal Bridges.
Bridges, first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 1.
Thompson, no good on the free throw. The Nets have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Pass to Bridges. Now here's Okongwu. Taking a look at his numbers, averaging about 11 a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Martinez. The Waiter with a rebound. The Waiter's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Thompson passes to the Waiter. Here's Tyson. He's guarded by Bridges. The shot by Tyson, no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And the 18-footer right on the mark. 15 points in the game. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Who wants to keep start?
The Pistons have gotten 4 of 7 shots to drop in the third. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to the Waiter. Oh, swiped away. Fast break, Brooklyn. For the lead. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Outside Booker. Here's the Waiter. Now Thompson. Here's the Waiter. He's got 7. A nice shot by Chandler.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Pass to Martinez. Shoots over Booker. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
The Waiter. Pass to Thompson. Here's the Waiter. Let's go with a 3. He buries it from 3. The Waiter's got 10 points. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Pass to Ferguson. And here's Okongwu. Here's Martinez. Booker defending. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Looking now at some numbers for Devin Booker. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
Mitchell's checked in for the Pistons. Thompson passes to the Waiter. Poke loose and stolen by Bridges. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Give him 20.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Thompson passes to the Waiter. To the inside. And stolen by Bridges. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Oh, the dunk by Okongwu.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Mitchell, the pass to the Waiter. Now here's Mitchell. He's closely guarded. The waiter, no good.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
To the right side. Here's Martinez. 23 points in the game. And it's Tyson with a rebound. Tyson's got 4 rebounds in the game. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we get taken for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
Detroit calls timeout.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
The waiter, pass to Thompson. Here's the waiter. He's guarded by Bridges. Here's the waiter. And again, the Pistons missing. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. He shoots it. That one's true. He's now 9 of 10.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Thompson passes to the waiter. Outside Mitchell. Pass to the waiter. 6 on the shot clock. Out to the right wing. And play stops as it looks like an over-the-back call here.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, I always saw that as an effort foul. If it happens once, coaches usually let it slide. You just don't want to make it a habit. Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Pass to man. Here's the waiter. Here's Jeffries. 6 points for him. And down it goes. 2 points. Jeffries has got 8.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball. His 4th personal foul. We'll see how the coaching staff handles this.
4th personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
13 foul. Shooting for Brooklyn.
He does not get the second one. And so Murray will bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. Their next game playing at home as the Pacers come to town. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Nets.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Over to the wing. Udo. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Pistons trailing. The waiter. Pass to Murray. And that one's long.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
That shot off the mark.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
The waiter. Pass to Jeffries. Here's the waiter. He's got 10. Step back shot. And it's Page with a rebound. Brooklyn has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Udo. The jumper from the wing off target.
I don't know if he got in his own head there or what, because the defense can't really take credit for that miss.
The waiter. Pass to man. All alone. And that one drops. 6 points for him.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Page. He has 6.
And one more foul, and he's out of here. Got to be careful from here on out.
No good on the free throw.
Penalty situation. At the line for the
Good on the second one. Timeout called, the Pistons.
They just committed too many fouls. While you don't want to give up easy looks, you also don't want to give away points. It's been a non-stop parade to the free throw line.
And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at the Nets. They're in 6th place, but still time to make a move in the standings. And, of course, there's the Pistons. They're currently tied.
Right now for Detroit, they're just inching their way toward the top of the standings. They're one of the early successes of this season.
I wish I could say I saw it coming, but I had no idea they'd put it together so early. Tremendous job by their coaching staff.
Here's Murray. Here's the waiter. Pass to Jeffries. Here's the waiter. 10 points for him. And another shot. And the shot's good. Jeffries has got 4 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Page. 13 feet out. That shot missing. The Pistons shooting about 47% in the third. The waiter, pass to Jeffries. Here's the waiter. Nails it from 3. The waiter's got 13.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Pass to Ferguson. Here's Page. Kuzma outside. Shoots from 14. Connects. The jumper drops. Kuzma's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Nice touch from the big man. Kuzma is a capable threat to hurt you from out there.
Here's the waiter. He's got 13. Here's Mann. Yet another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. It's blocked. And he recovers it. Kuzma up top. He's got 5.
Showing great intensity around the rim is part of why he's a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
The waiter, pass to Mann. Here's the waiter for the lead. Pure from 3-point range. The waiter's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
Down low, Udo. And he gets it to go. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away. Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
And he hits the first of 3.
2 seconds. At the line.
And he sinks the second. The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. The Pistons on top, up by 1. And the fourth quarter gets underway. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Nets. Inside, here's Chandler. Second chance shot. Good D by Kangwoo.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Detroit with a rebound. Chandler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the wing, right side. The waiter, pass to man. Here's the waiter. Here's Tyson, pass to the waiter. Lets it go. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Here's Martinez. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First free throw is good. Booker, he's checked in for man. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Pistons have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. The waiter, pass to Booker. Here's the waiter. Back to Booker. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Bridges misses. The Pistons leading. Pass to Tyson. Right wing. The waiter. Pass to Thompson. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
And that's only his first turnover of the game. And considering how far we are into the game, you can live with that.
Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the 4th. He gets it in there. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Booker, pass to the waiter. Outside Booker. What balance from Booker.
Just bouncing off the contact. Booker putting in work in that weight room.
Brooklyn with the ball. Pass to Ferguson. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Over to the wing. Second chance effort. And it goes straight through with a swish. And he's got 28 now.
Hey, draw him up a solid play, get him an open look, and he delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Here's Booker. And again, another assist. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Timeout called, Brooklyn.
Timeout.
Get up, get up, get up and start making some noise. Here they come. Your Pistons.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Allie, thank you. Here's Martinez. Three-pointer. Parries it from 3. Martinez has got 5 points in the quarter.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Bridges against Thompson. Bridges down low. Thompson with some nice D. Ooh, it's stolen away. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Shooting for Brooklyn.
And that one misses. The Pistons have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. The waiter, pass to Chandler. And that one is stuffed right through.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
The Nets with a lead.
They'll need to make some major adjustments to compensate for him fouling out with the game on the line. Yeah, too bad he fouled out. But this team does have some depth at his position.
Here's Martinez. The rebound by Devin Booker.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Mitchell, the pass to Booker. So we see the Nets taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Brian Anderson saying,
We are tipping off the 2K TV virtual wrap party in the theater today. We are going 3v3, and we've got some members of the community joining us here today. So let's introduce our members right now. We've got Dat Girl Megan and King Jordan. Welcome to the show. How are you guys doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. It's good seeing you, Alexis and LD, and having Danny the GOAT on my team. And Meg, oh, this is going to be an exciting show today. I'm ready.
How we feeling, Megan?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to be here. Happy to be here again. Ready to get some dubs to my team.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Thomas. Davis is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Goodrich, and it's Paul in at the 5 down low. And for the Pistons, they've got Chandler. Waiter out there with Booker. Then it's Thompson, and it's Tyson in at the power forward. Early in the season, there are always some surprises, Greg. It goes to show you how impossible the NBA season is to actually predict.
And you never know what's going to happen, Kevin, until the game starts. Some teams look good and flop out of the gates. Other teams take giant leaps forward.
Now, here is Halliburton. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Paul dishes to Thomas. Indiana moving the ball around. Back to Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Halliburton, if he gets that little runway, he'll show you how athletic he can be.
Here's Tyson. He's covered by Goodrich. The waiter passes to Booker. Here's the waiter. Thompson in the corner. Three-pointer. 6 on the shot clock. Rebounded by Goodrich. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Pacers. Another shot. And Thompson sends it back from downtown. And it's Davis missing. And for the Pacers, they come in off a great outing against Boston. To the paint, the waiter. Second shot opportunity. The shot comes out. Excellent defense there from Halliburton.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Knocks it loose. Thomas feeling it out a bit, and Chandler sends it back.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
The Pacers have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Thomas against Thompson. Thomas down low. Pass to Davis. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month. The Pistons, number 1.
Yeah, I mean, their defense has been really good, and it's led to a lot of easy opportunities on offense. Creating points off turnovers has been key.
Here's Tyson. 9-point game his last outing. Here's the waiter. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
The waiter passes to Booker. Over Davis. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
Here's the waiter. His last outing, 16 points for him. Booker outside. Here's the waiter. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's Tyson. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Well, maybe not the best shot against that kind of defense, but he still has the ability to knock that kind of shot down.
Thomas kicks to Halliburton. Looks for Paul. Gets it to him. The shot misses. Chandler with the defensive effort. Pistons trail by 4. Here's the waiter. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
That's what he does. Devin Booker with a beautiful shot there.
The Pacers have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Halliburton kicks to Goodrich. To the inside. Here's Paul. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Here's Thompson. It's deflected. Halliburton with it. Boy, he was something else against Boston. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Savvy move by Halliburton. Sees opportunities so quickly for a young player.
This is his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Now, here's Thompson. No scoring in this one. Here's Tyson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
Here's Halliburton. 6 points for him. Paul dishes to Davis. Back to Paul. And Paul slams it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. The waiter passes to Booker. Here's the waiter, defended by Paul. And Johnny Davis gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Indiana leading by 5. The waiter passes to Booker. Leans from outside. Good as the jump shot falls. Booker's got his second basket.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Well, you never want to concede a game before you play it. That said, though, they were just overmatched.
Tough thing about that one is they also were playing a poor opponent, so no fire in that game, and that sticks with you a little bit.
Here's Davis. Good D by Booker.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
The waiter passes to Thompson. Here's the waiter. Launches a 3. And Davis pulls it down.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Halliburton finds Paul. Back to Halliburton. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Halliburton's got 8 points.
We talk about Halliburton and his versatility. He can set up the play, or he can finish the play off.
Chandler, no good.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 8. Offensive rebound. Paul's shot is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage. Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And stolen by Goodrich. And here's the fast break. Davis leading the way. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And Halliburton just sees the play before the play.
Pistons trail by 3. Pass to Tyson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Thompson inside the line. The Pacers pull it in.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Davis kicks to Goodrich. Passes to Halliburton. Shot clock at 6. Down low, Davis. That's good. It's Halliburton with the assist. And now a 5-point Pacer lead. And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
Yeah, that's a bit of a head scratcher there. That was a case where every single thing that could have gone wrong for them, oh, it showed up.
So it's the Pistons now. The Pacers making the shot. Here's the waiter. No good with the triple.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Got a hand on it. And the pass to Man. Stolen. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out the numbers for the waiter. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. First in assists. And don't forget about his hounding, frenetic defensive play. 3rd in the league in steals per game.
And we're talking about the ultimate competitor here. Leading the league in assists, maximizing every possession. He just tears apart a defense.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave
the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it detects an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Indiana on D, 7-point differential. Here's the waiter. He kicks to Jeffries. Pass to the waiter. Takes a three.
A real struggle to shoot the ball in that first quarter. Yeah, really like the defensive focus ending at the start.
Pass to Finley. Trying to find Halliburton and gets it to him. The shot's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The waiter passes to Mann. Dishes it to Jeffries. And they get it. Drills it from outside.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Pacers leading by 6. And here's Halliburton. He's got 10. Lets it go from 11. And again, it's Indiana converting.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
The waiter passes to Jeffries. Here's Mann. He's covered by Halliburton. Here's the waiter. And another three for Detroit.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
And Halliburton's got the ball here for Indiana. Leading by 5. Driving in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul. There are times when you want your guard.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Cortez. Here's the waiter. Jacks up a 3. Pacers with the rebound. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. On the court right now for the Pacers. Paul out there with Goodrich. And there's Davis. Then it's Thomas. And it's Drawther in at the point guard. Here's the waiter. 7 points in the game. Cortez passes to the waiter. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Goodrich. And they get it back. Here's Cortez. That falls nice feed that time from Chandler.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, the waiter in the last matchup against Brooklyn put on a show. He scored 16 points and his passing was phenomenal with a ton of assists. And those are big numbers he put up. It's hard to match, but he'll be aiming high again tonight. Back to you guys.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And Chandler throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. Pass to Strawther. Shot clock at 5. From about 19 feet, Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Thompson. It's deflected.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
I love the defensive concentration so far in this one. They're getting out on shooters and really doing a great job of disrupting the rhythm.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Pacers leading by 10. Now here's Davis. 14 points from him the last game against the Celtics in Boston. Goodrich dishes to Thomas. 4 on the shot clock. And it's blocked. And he recovers it. That shot is off.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level. His tonight has been high.
Pass to Tyson. Here's the waiter. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Now a look at the stats for Cameron Thomas. And clearly, Billy Donovan wants to talk it over. And Brent, as someone who's been around the game your entire life, what advice do you give young, aspiring players?
Well, I think the biggest thing for me, Kevin, is to find the correct mentorship to where it is that you want to go. If you can find a player that's proven himself, that's about the right things, and you can get access to them, and trust me, they're more than willing to share their knowledge. Go find a great mentor.
Detroit making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. Yes, that goes in. Now Davis. He's got 8. Pass to Strother. That 3 off the mark. Pistons trailed by 8. Takes the 13-footer, and that's good for 2. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Here's Strother. Shoots from the elbow. Count it. Strother's got 7 points in the game.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Detroit's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's the waiter. 7 points in the game. Thompson the bounce pass. 6 to shoot. Cortez passes to the waiter. Fires the 3. Thompson misses. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Pacers. And he makes that one. And now it's a 10-point Pacer lead.
Shooting it with more confidence now. Look at his face. He didn't look quite right in the opening minutes. Finding it now.
He gets that one. 6 points now in the game from Asar Thompson.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Pass to Strother. Outside for Davis. Goodrich dishes to Paul. Chandler with the block. Here's Beasley. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Pacers leading by 6. Davis surveying the floor. Goodrich with it. 23 points for him the last game against Boston. Back to Davis. Lets the 3 fly. Hands it from downtown. Davis has got... $5 points now in the quarter.
And we've seen this offense step back into 3-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far.
With the score, your Pistons 47. The Pacers 52. Thanks. Your Pistons dance.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Devin Booker. He's there with the waiter. Thompson is out there with Chandler. And it's Tyson in at the 4 spot. That's Billy Donovan's 5 as we get going here in the second half.
He didn't need to fade back. No one in his face, but he buried it anyway.
Thompson against Thomas. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Asar Thompson.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Pistons trail by 5. Here's the waiter. On the wing, Booker. Shoots from the elbow.
Second personal foul.
The Pacers shooting 43% from the floor. To the middle, here's Goodrich. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Goodrich has got his second basket of the night.
Great decision from Tyrese Halliburton. Understands when he should look to set up his guy.
Thompson passes to the waiter. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Goodrich. Pass to Tyson. Pistons passing it around. The rejection by Paul. It's Thomas, high post. Working on Thompson. Here's Halliburton. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. The Waiters got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Booker. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
Devin Booker will score by any means necessary, and that time over decent defense, getting the contact.
Goodrich. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Goodrich has got 4 points this quarter.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
For Detroit, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
And the basket by Thomas.
Okay. Good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
The waiter passes to Booker.
Known as one of the purest scorers in the game, Booker's main focus remains competing for championships.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And he makes both free throws. Pacers leading by 6. Paul kicks to Davis. Now the pass to Goodrich. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Second chance shot. Rebound, Detroit. Here's the waiter. 7 points in the game. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Here's Tyson. He has 5. 4 on the clock. And here's Booker from the arc. Davis with some nice D.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Pass to Halliburton. Paul outside. Back to Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
Extra sauce on that one, please, Halliburton. Wow.
Passes it to the waiter. Booker, right side. Pass to the waiter. On the wing, Thompson. The tray. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
And the Pacers call time here. And Indiana making a change here. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
You look at Halliburton. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And we'll keep you posted as the voting continues. Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Now here's Booker. Defense right on him. And there's the pass to the waiter. Pass to Tyson. Goes up again. Chandler, no good.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Strother. He's got 7, and Chandler sends it back to the paint, and stolen by Goodrich. Inside. Here's Thomas, and Thompson sends it back. Pass to the waiter. Back to Thompson. The rejection by Paul. Pass to Strother. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Strother's got 9. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Indiana.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Here's the waiter. He's covered by Halliburton. Passes it to the waiter. Booker outside. This one for 3. And they'll get another chance. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The Pistons have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. And so Thompson nails both of them. And here's Halliburton. He's got 23. Kicks it to Goodrich. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Chandler.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Booker looking around. The offensive rebound. That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Chandler.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
And the Pacers call time here. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for the Pacers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's the drive. Here's Strother, and the Pacers can't get it to go. And it's Detroit's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's the waiter. He's guarded by Finley. There's the pass to the waiter. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. The waiter's got 10 points in the game.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a...
Well, they didn't really have a choice at the position that they were. They had to fight hard. They've gotten that. They've outworked the other team. Just fighting.
He's clobbered. He'll get 3 shots at the line.
Second personal
Take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. Well, you look at the waiter, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league. And, of course, Tyrese Halliburton.
When you've got those 2 guys out there, both with such quick hands, one hiccup by a ball handler, and they're off to the races.
Davis is checked in for Indiana.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Man passes to the waiter. Murray left side. Shades over Abdia. And there's another one for the Pistons.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 23. From 10 feet out, Stojic. It's good on the putback. And the Pacers lead by 1.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's the waiter. He's got 10. It's up a 3. 6 on the shot clock. The Pacers pull it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Stojic, rejected by Murray. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. It's stolen by Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Pacer lead.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Murray, the pass to the waiter. Back to Murray. Here's the waiter. That's in there. Murray with the assist. The waiter's got it all tied up now for the Pistons. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
77. The Pacers. 77.
In a moment now, as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. They've got Tyrese Halliburton. Goodrich is out there with Thomas. And there's Davis, and it's Finley in at center. Halliburton kicks to Davis. Here's Finley. He's guarded by Chandler. Count it. Good. 15 points for Johnny Davis.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but gets close, he's getting the ball.
Here's Tyson. Another 3 for Detroit.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
Pacers trail by 3. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. And there's the foul. It's on the way. That'll be his second foul of the game. Booker, he's checked in for the Pistons. Paul's checked in for the Pacers. Pass to Thomas. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Booker trying to free himself up. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's got the lead up to 5 now for Detroit. And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. Feeds it to Paul. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
So what's your take, guys, on the hustle step for the Pistons?
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And they recover it. The rejection by Paul. Davis inside, working on Booker. Davis with the bucket.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's the waiter. The 3. Devin Booker, and that's good. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
3-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Second personal foul.
The first one falls.
And their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line. Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Here's Tyson following the score by Indiana. Count that one.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Now here is Davis. Pass to Goodrich to the inside and finished off by Paul.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Detroit leading by 3. To the middle, Paul with the steal. To the paint. Here's Davis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
The assist goes to
Halliburton's got his 8th assist here tonight. The waiter passes to Booker. Pistons passing it around. Out to the right wing. There's the waiter. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And Chandler sends it back. Here's Tyson. He's covered by Goodrich.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And stolen by Booker. Here's the waiter. Thompson outside. Fires top of the key. Yep, right through the net. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Timeout called the Pacers. You have to like what we've been seeing from Asar Thompson.
You gotta be using this timeout to think about a personnel change or a game plan change to try to slow him down.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He challenged this team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from them, starting now. We'll see if that message resonated. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Here's the waiter. From the arc. Nice shot by Thompson. Now it's a 6-point Piston lead.
You know what? The switch has flipped, and he's in that proverbial zone right now, knocking down 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Here's Tyson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Pacers trail by 8. And there's the foul. It's on the waiter. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Personal foul. 13 fouls.
Passes to Thomas. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
The waiter passes to Booker. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Indiana. Halliburton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Davis with it. Now Chandler defending. They get it again. Davis dishes the ball. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
That one misses. Pistons leading by 7. Here's Thompson. Inside. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your...
And he makes the first but misses the second. Pacers trail by 8. Left side, Halliburton. And the pass to Paul. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton. Halliburton's got his 9th assist in the game now. Pass to Tyson. Here's the waiter. He's covered by Halliburton. And another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Here's Halliburton. Rebounded by the Waiter. The Waiter's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Back to Booker. Over Davis. No good from Booker.
Yeah, awkward shot there. I mean, creative on the leaner, but the dude just made it too difficult for him to convert.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
And here's Halliburton. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers, trailing by 10. From 13, whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
A tenacious play by Halliburton, crashing into a foul and still sinking that shot.
Tyrese Halliburton. One shot.
The free throw off from Halliburton. Detroit leading by 8. Here's the Waiter. Thompson outside. Another possession, another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
The Pacers have gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth. Right around 46-47%. Here's Davis. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got his 16th rebound on the night. The Waiter passes to Thompson. Chandler trying to free himself up. Shoots it. The shot no good. Tyson.
Well, after an impressive first half, he's just not been able to get the room or get anything going here in the second.
Here's Paul. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
The Waiter passes to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And kind of far from the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Pacers trail by 10. Now Halliburton. He kicks to Goodrich. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Pistons. Chandler's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Pistons passing it around. Goes back up. The shot no good. Tyson.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Now, here's Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Paul calls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's the Waiter. He's covered by Halliburton. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Hits the outside fadeaway. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pistons. Indiana's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The shot's good from Halliburton.
This is why so many people are high on Halliburton. Sensational scorer who can dominate the game at times.
Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Thomas. Pacers trail by 7.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter of this one, and the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, that's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Now, here is Halliburton. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Paul passes to Halliburton. To Paul. Halliburton finds Paul. Tries again. Down Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And you just can't draw that up any better. It's a pivotal moment in the game, and they go with the size mismatch for the Waiter.
The Waiter passes to Thompson. Here's the Waiter. Fires from deep. Nailed from three-point land. The Waiter's got 9 points here in the second half. So it's the Pacers now. Halliburton kicks to Thomas. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Pistons leading by 6. There's a minute left in the 4th quarter. Here's Booker. Detroit getting another chance here. Thompson for 3. The shot, no good. And here are the Pacers now. Floats one. And it's Tyson with the rebound. And an intentional foul right there. And the Pistons making a change here. Murray's checked in. And the Pacers also making a change. Finley's checked in. The Waiter passes to Booker. A 3-ball. It's good from long range. And the Pistons lead by 9.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Murray penetrating. Here's the Waiter. Offensive rebound. And here's Davis for 3. Thompson with the rebound. Here's the Waiter. And so the Pistons take the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of